You are now listening to the world-famous Gamer Boyz Podcast.
What's good, fam? It's your boy Jorge. Welcome to another episode of the Gamer Boyz Podcast. I got my guy Pilot Hero back in the studio.
What's up, bitches? Missed y'all.
And the studio's a little bit different today. We got a different scenery, so just trying this out, seeing how it is, and hopefully we can get some guests in here on this setup. So, yeah.
This is like a new set of feng shui. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
You got a good vibe. When you come in here, you feel like, oh, I'm on set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're definitely on set. There's a lot of stuff going on.
We got lights, we got cameras, we got fucking monitors. I'm vibing.
Yeah.
I'm loving it too.
We're basically ready. If anyone wants to do their own podcast and wants to book a space at our studio here, hit us up. info@thegamerboyz.com and you can rent it out, or we could produce a podcast for you.
Yeah. If you guys want to sit here, do a podcast of your own, we'll produce it. We'd love to help.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Actually, that would be kind of dope, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like an all chicks podcast, and you know what I mean? We'd need to like have a bunch of chairs, a lot of drinks, a lot of lighting. Girls like lighting. They like a lot of light on them.
Yeah.
Like a lot, you know, and then just throw some, eyeliner in there, and you got yourself a fucking podcast full of bitches. I mean, full of ladies.
Good catch on that one. Good catch. Because they probably weren't going to come
unless, no, I fixed it. Don't worry, ladies.
Yeah.
Got you.
Hey, but before we get into it, I want to send our condolences to the people in Texas over at that elementary school, the massacre that happened. I don't really want to get into it. I've been seeing different news come out of
different
it
sides
since yesterday. Yeah. One of them was like that the police basically was there, and it took them about an hour or so to actually go in. I don't know how true that is, or basically some of the cops went inside to get their own kids that went to that school and then came out, but then wouldn't. They were also like not letting other parents go in to try and get their kids and stuff. So if that's the case, dude, I don't like.
That's a whole ball game in itself, dude. Honestly, I have a lot to say about that.
Yeah. A lot of that's why I don't really want to get into it.
Yeah.
But a lot of the talks are like, how can we fix this, and gun control, whatever. And other people, they're like pro gun. They're like, hey, just arm a veteran, put him at the schools. And, but dude, a full like police officers were there and this still happened.
Yeah.
So I don't know what a veteran's going to do with the gun.
No,
but, that's why I don't really want to get into it. I know it's very like I
will ask you
touchy subject.
The one question though, would you think that just eliminating guns altogether is good or bad? Like how do you feel about it? I'll just say it. I'll say it myself. I'll say that, fuck it. Why not? It's only because there was a cool like sentiment. There was a guy that I saw on TikTok. He quickly said, I own a fuck ton of guns. They're dope. They're badass. I love to use them. I've always thought to myself, I would hate to be on the other side of these. So what's there to lose? If I gave up all my guns now, sure, it's a bunch of money, but say it doesn't work, I get my guns back when we tried. Yeah. And I was like, when you put it like that, I'm sure people see it much, much worse. But yeah,
we live in a very gun happy state.
Yeah.
So it's very hard. Sure. I can see both arguments.
Yeah.
A lot of people argue with like, well, you take our guns, you take our rights, and that's basically what the government wants to do. Because then how do you like rebel against the government, I guess, if you don't have your own guns? They basically tell you what to do. But I don't really see many people that carry these guns rebelling against the government anyway. So I don't know.
Yeah, literally.
I don't necessarily. I mean, there's always going to be guns around like illegally.
Yeah.
But I'd probably feel a little safer knowing that just random people just can't get guns or already have guns.
Peace of mind.
Yeah, it's more like the actual dirt bags robbing people or whatever. But hopefully, in that case, they're not using them because they're kind of like the only people with guns. So it's like, well, here's my stuff. I don't know. And I don't know if that's like a bad way to think either. So that's why I don't really want to get into it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been hearing new news stories coming out that really like just suck. But like condolences to the families that lost. I mean, little kids, dude, like kids our kids' age.
Yep.
My one kid goes to elementary school. He's in 2nd grade.
Right.
So that would have been like him.
No, yeah, mine as well. Mine's in 1st. So yeah, I feel you, man. That's the only reason why I had to like just kind of touch a base on it, because as a parent, I'm like, I'm willing to try anything. I don't really give a fuck what everybody else thinks. You guys can have your guns all you guys want.
Yeah.
But if it's something that can help, I'm a parent. So y'all can yell at me if you guys want, but it sounds like I'm not the only one. So
yeah, I think I don't know, and this is like very like gruesome, but you know, like what if like we did like public execution of these people? Because it's not like hard to like this guy offed himself.
Yeah,
I guess.
Oh no, cops got him.
Or the cops got him. Supposedly he was in custody though.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, they said he was in custody, and then later on they're like, oh no, he's dead. He's one of, and it's like, well, maybe they did the right thing actually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the guy that just did the Buffalo shooting.
Yep.
We talked on the show last week with Dave. He streamed it live and everything on Twitch. So that guy, you know, he surrendered and he's in custody. So it's like kind of hard not to be like that wasn't him. We need to like really go to trial to see if that was him.
Right.
No, we know that was him. He live recorded. That was him.
Yeah.
They caught him in the act.
Yeah.
So now like hang him in public.
And that's it.
Broadcast it.
Right.
And if you're not into that stuff, don't watch it.
And don't watch it.
But maybe that would deter some of these people. Maybe not.
That's a good point too. And I'm not against it.
So
honestly,
I'm just
at
saying.
this point, I'm not against it. I've always been against the whole when children are involved, a whole different person comes out.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
It's like it's not fun and games anymore. It's not a matter of people's feelings, because I don't care about people's feelings anymore. It's like the world allowed, the US allowed this guy to shoot kids.
Yeah.
Period.
And a lot of the mass shooting people that did it are incarcerated right now.
Absolutely.
Just totally fine.
Yeah.
You know,
Chilling.
and you never really hear about them. We just know supposedly they're in jail, so, or prison or whatever it is. So I feel like that if maybe they started doing like executions, people would deter from doing stupid shit like that. But maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they still don't care, and maybe it is like a mental illness or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's horrible, man. I couldn't imagine. You know, and then it's like, do I send my kid to school?
Do I homeschool him now?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's tough, man. It's a tough situation.
Although, yeah. So condolences, and I do to close it up. I love hearing from all of these celebrities, big name celebrities. I mean, including coaches from basketball teams and stuff like that. I love that.
That was hard. Man.
It is. But I love the power that comes from behind it. It's like, sure, they're crying, but them crying makes me feel so empowered. Like, fuck yeah, man. You fucking tell the world, because you have the ability to do that.
And I think it's exactly what you're saying. It's like kids.
Yeah.
Like, most of the world has kids at one point in their life. Yeah. So just imagine that. It's pretty tough, dude.
Yeah. It's worse than people think. So the guy that I saw on TikTok stated, I'm sorry that it's like you're like children now. You got to get your toys taken away, because clearly you guys can't handle it.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, if it's temporary, that'd be kind of cool. Whatever.
Yeah. Well,
but yeah, moving forward.
Yeah, moving forward into another bad. If I could get my mouse over here. Of course, wouldn't be. Oh, there we go. The Gamer Boyz. If we didn't have some type of technical issue.
Yeah, it's the Gamer Boyz, man. What do you guys expect?
But we want to also say condolences and rest in peace to Ray Liotta. The news actually came out today that he has passed away at the age of 67. So I guess he was in the Caribbean or something like that, or Dominican Republic, shooting an actual movie.
Oh.
And they said he most likely went to sleep and just died in his sleep. He just didn't wake up.
Wow.
Yeah, so imagine that. Like, imagine like today you're filming all day and they're like, all right, see you guys tomorrow for early shoot at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And then he just never wakes up. So
that's kind of wild.
Maybe something fishy going on there. Obviously, we'll hear about like his coroner report once it comes out. But yeah. But fun fact for a lot of you people that might not know, Ray Liotta was actually in Call of Duty Zombies playing Billy Handsome in Mob of the Dead. And then also maybe one of the most iconic ones was He was also the voice of Timmy Vercetti in GTA, Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Vice City.
And Vice City is the last Grand Theft Auto that I played. I haven't played the new one.
Yeah.
So yeah, Timmy Vercetti, that was his voice, and it's an iconic voice. If you know, into gaming, then you probably know that. But if you're not into gaming, you just know Ray Liotta as an actor. You know, he was in Casino, all the mobster movies and stuff. So rest in peace, Ray Liotta.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
Just to kind of switch it up on a positive note, I know that death is sad, you know, but let's try to. I was always kind of thinking, if you pass in your sleep, good for you, man.
Yeah.
No pain, no suffering, no telling you ahead of time, hey man, you only got 3 days to live, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like what does that do to your mind? I mean, in a strange, twisted way, me just trying to be as positive as possible. What a decent way to go.
Yeah.
You're sleeping, man.
Yeah.
You probably had a dope ass dream. He's probably banging so many chicks.
And you probably didn't even know.
He probably didn't even fucking know. He probably died and had a boner. He was like, you know what? I fucking went out like a champ. And that's how I like to think about it. Just on a positive note. No disrespect, obviously, because condolences to him and his family. But you know what? Fuck yeah. If I'm going to go, sleeping is the way.
I would agree with that.
Personally.
I wouldn't mind going in my sleep.
Yeah.
Once I'm old, though.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I don't want to try it tomorrow or anything.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
That would suck. But anyways, let's get into it. You are rich as fuck because you were just at Disneyland again.
Yeah. I do like Disneyland a lot.
Let us know how that was.
So I mean, straight to the chase. The best way to say it is that we do tend to save our points really quick for Disney trips, and so we use our Disney credit card. We try to pay it off, and then we just use it again.
Oh, okay.
And then it's quick to pay off when you have points that can use as credit towards it, so you're paying it off much faster. But the point is that we had a good time. Unfortunately, see, we had 4 days at the park. My kid got sick on the first day.
Damn.
Got a fever. Broke it on the second day. At the end of the day, though, so
coronavirus.
I know, huh? That was the first thing we thought. We're like, no fucking way.
I shouldn't say that. This would get demonetized
yeah,
on YouTube.
You never know. But it turns out that he was it was a minor illness. Luckily, it was he had fevers after that throughout this week actually. But luckily, it was more of like strep. It was strep.
Oh, okay.
It was. So he ended up getting occasional fevers, and we did the testing with the doctors and stuff like that. But the point is that Disneyland was dope. We had a blast. It is very, very expensive. Easily like $300, $400 every single day. Yeah. Like in just literally like food and
not even. Yeah, because I've been looking at we're gonna go on vacation either June next month or July. Yeah. So I've been looking at different places, and I didn't even look at Disneyland. So I looked at like, you know, Six Flags, Universal Studios, stuff like that. That's kind of more like what I'm into. So those were pretty expensive. So I couldn't even imagine what Disneyland is.
No, Disneyland was awful. It was absolutely awful as far as like paying for everything. That sucked. All worth it for us in the end, though. The looks on our kids' faces when they get to see like the parade, the electric parade, I guess is what it's called. Something that I got to see when I was little because they brought it back due to popular demand. It was sick. We had them on our shoulders. People were kind, which was really weird. People were kind of like younger kids too. They're like, cool. Oh, get in front of us, man. Like you got kids. Like we're here for the next night. We'll watch it tomorrow. Yeah. And they fucking dipped, and that was dope because they had a really sick spot. And I was like, what? That's fucking dope. Like these people were legit cool, and like they were. I don't know. It's one of those feelings where not all younger generations terrible. Yeah. And like for him and his girlfriend to be like, no, please, like we insist, like you have kids, like they're gonna see this and they're gonna love it.
They wanted to go back to the hotel and make some kids.
They're probably gonna go bang. So or hit the rides. But so that was pretty dope. And I like that I now have the memory of what they like, how they reacted to stuff. So it was worth it. It really was. And I got to take my mom, which was even more better. I was totally in a wrong English, which was even better because I don't get to spend as much time with her. She lives in a whole different city than me. Okay. And so she was in love that she got to hang out with the boys the whole time. So that was pretty sick. But other than that, it was all worth it. Just now I'm broke for the next like 2 months.
Yeah,
maybe
right,
3.
dude. In 3 months, you'll be like back at Disneyland.
I wish, dude. I really wish.
You're gonna be sending a letter to HR. Hey, can I have the time off the podcast?
Yeah, our HR department's pretty lenient.
Yeah.
Fortunately for me, but yeah.
Quick
so
question though: does your mom speak Spanish to your kids or just English?
Spanish. She just talks to them in Spanish. They just kind of deal with it,
and they understand for the most part.
Like they get it.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
And she'll throw some English words in there. She like really needs to get them to do something, but for the most part, she just fucking talks to them in Spanish, and they're just like, oh fuck, we gotta figure this out.
Well, my mom's funny because she's like, very like, oh, they need to learn Spanish, but then yet she'll talk English to them.
Yeah, I know, I get that.
And I'm like, you struggle a little bit like with the English language, like a little bit. That maybe you should just speak Spanish to them.
Yeah,
like
right.
And then yet she tells me, hey, they need to learn Spanish.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know. But like at home, I speak English to my wife and stuff, so it's kind of hard for me just to speak Spanish to them.
Same.
You know. So when you're at home with them, which she has them, you know, like they're with her right now.
A decent amount of time.
Yeah, so you could speak Spanish only to them and help out.
Yeah, and they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
They will.
So,
and it's true. Now's the time to do it.
Yeah,
so.
that's funny.
That is hilarious though, because my mom will try to tell them to do something urgently, and then she'll try to say it in English. But for the most part, she just speaks them in Spanish. She doesn't even give a fuck.
Yeah.
She has no idea that she actually thinks they understand her. That's the funnier part, because they don't know jack shit.
I mean, they might.
They might, yeah. For all I know, I'm probably giving them.
I know my kids are shy with it because they also learn stuff in school and like when my wife picks up the little one, they're like doing something, and she's like, "Oh, they were like doing the ABCs, and he was doing it." And then I'm like, "Hey, do they?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't know it." I'm like, "Come on, man."
Yeah.
So, you know. Yeah. Kids know a lot more than they
lead
like
on.
to. Yeah,
absolutely. But one of the coolest things that did end up happening for me from going to Disneyland was I got in contacts with a agency, and now I'm not even gonna knock on wood because I know my chances are pretty slim due to the amount of people, but I still want to give myself credit for even doing it. But I did attend a casting call for extras with small dialogue for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So that was pretty sick. I know. That sounds sick.
I'm gonna edit the sound in.
It was probably one of the more nerve-wracking things because it's something I've never done. Like interviews for a job, that's whatever for me. I can do that. But I've never ever done a casting call. I didn't know what to expect. Luckily, when you're an extra, you don't have to expect much. They really just want to see your face. Yeah. And they ask very general questions like, how do you feel about loud noises? And it's like, oh, it's fine. How do you feel about lighting? Are you does your skin not like UV lighting or something like that? And it's
what you tell them is anything you're gonna ask me that's gonna get me the job, I'm down.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I literally I didn't give a shit. They said some things I didn't understand, and I was like, I'll do it. Yeah. And she nodded. Okay, fuck. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. Like excited that I said yes. So now I was a little nervous because I don't know if I just agreed to butt sex.
I mean, I don't know if I saw that in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but you know,
you never know. The aliens in this movie, you know. I just but it sounds like it's going to be a cool bar scene. And then there's supposed to be a fight after. So if I do get the part, I might either have some dialogue, or I will get to punch somebody. Yeah. So and you'll get to see it. Hey,
people casting him, if you need someone to just fist fight in the street, hit me up.
There's your man.
Fun fact though.
Let's hear it.
When I was younger, I used to audition for movies and stuff like that.
What?
Obviously, I never got anything.
But this is cool. I didn't know this.
I actually was signed to a talent agency in LA.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So we could talk about that in a different podcast. But yeah, when I was younger,
that's cool though.
You know, like 18, 19, 20.
That's the age
years old. I did a lot of auditions.
That's dope.
I got signed for Acme Talent as a voice actor, which was weird.
That's a dream of mine.
Yeah. but because I don't have a good one. But I think just because I was Hispanic and everything, so that worked out. But yeah, so I went to LA a few times and auditioned for stuff. Never got anything. Never got like any callbacks or anything.
Look
like
at
that.
you though. Like you've always been a hustler. You hustle to everything. Like that's what I love about you, man.
Well,
holy shit.
Thank you. But yeah, this type of stuff like the entertainment, content creating and everything, I've always been
deep down.
Like I've always liked it and
you've
I've always done it.
Yeah.
So, so I got like headshots and stuff.
Damn, you went the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
I got headshots done for myself also, but that was for something entirely different. And I was trying to get signed to an agency, but I kept pussying out before. I really did. Truly, like that's like the dead honest truth.
Yeah.
I pussied out so many times because I got scared of how many times I was going to be away from my family. Like this is when I was younger too, actually.
Yeah.
And I told my mom, I was like, hey,
before
I'm
you
gonna be
actually
in
had
LA.
like your family though.
Yeah. Before that, I was like telling my parents, I was like, hey, I might need to move to LA temporarily. And they're like, no fucking way. But like, I was 18, so they couldn't stop me. But then I would psych myself out. I'm like, what if it doesn't work out? Where am I going to live? I need to go get a job out there. Hopefully I get one and then I can still do these castings, these casting calls. And I got nervous and yeah. So that's actually really awesome that you did that. Cause like, it's like kind of always been a weird twisted dream of mine to just be in the Hollywood space somehow. But
I'll tell you what, there's millions of, thousands of people that go to LA and don't pussy out like you did.
Yeah.
but they also are still in LA and never made it.
That's
so
true.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's a lot of people that did go out there and made something
and
or whatever.
did it.
Yeah. But I feel like the scene nowadays is more like a kind of who you know.
Right.
So imagine just knowing someone that like worked on this new movie you're talking about or whatever. And they're like, hey, Roger, you're my friend. We need someone for this. Easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know our buddy Mike Mason, he's done some stunt work in movies or in commercials.
I recently found this out too.
And it's because he knew the people that kind of just get hired like in general to do like a lot of the dirt bike stunt work.
Right.
So if they want to, like tomorrow, if there was a new, he was on a commercial for Toyota.
Oh, sick. I didn't know that.
Like a few years ago when the Tundras and Tacomas came out. So say like those people that get hired and they're like, hey, we need 5 dirt bike guys. If they want, they could be like, hey, Mace, come down. And then he's in.
And that's it.
Just because he knows someone.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's how it is in Hollywood nowadays. And not so much so like talent.
Right. Yeah, you can have zero talent. Well, like you said, let's see here. What was it? Tom Holland in Spider-Man. He got his brother to play the robber.
Oh, cool.
In his movie, which I looked for and I didn't see it anywhere. I don't fucking know what.
Probably cut that scene out.
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah. I think it's in deleted scenes.
Pissed him off. He's like,
honest.
Yeah.
And but that with that said, it was just because, and he's never acted before in a day in his life, so that was kind of cool. But
I was reading up on there's that show Euphoria.
Yeah,
and one of the main guys that people really like is that Fez guy, Fezco. And I forget his name. Angus Cloud is his name. He's like that redhead guy with blue eyes. Just super pale white guy. So I guess he kind of was crying like we just talked about. And then one day someone saw him like at a restaurant or something or walking and they were like, hey, I like your look basically. And that was it. And all of a sudden he's on Euphoria, one of the biggest shows there is at the moment.
On HBO.
And just made him a bona fide celebrity, like.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking rad. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it kind of just happens like that. That's why I feel bad for the people that really do go and, 10, 15 years deep and they still haven't gotten a part. Or all they do is get parts like extra parts, but they can never get a part where like they actually speak.
Right.
And get their SAG card and all that kind of stuff. But it is what it is.
That's dope though. Yeah. That's fucking rad. But speaking of celebrities, I happen to have a celebrity
doppelganger.
Doppelganger. Actually, growing up, when about 15, when I started getting facial hair, I was told I look a lot like Fez from that '70s show. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but that guy had never had facial hair.
Like he had like scruff, and I guess my scruff matched his scruff, and it looked. And people kept saying you look like him. And then as I got older, I got compared to like really ugly people. So I don't know what happened.
I think you look like Pete Wentz.
Yeah, he's so ugly.
Well, I didn't say that. You're saying that.
But he is.
For the record, he's saying that. I just said you look like Pete Wentz.
Pete, you can come on the show anyways. You know you're an ugly motherfucker, but you know you're funny as hell. You're allowed on the show. Yeah. Just know that. Yeah, anyways. But do you have a doppelganger?
No, but I'm speaking of doppelgangers. Has nothing to do with this, but I want to drink this because, dude, I'm parched.
Get it, Gina?
We're already 26 minutes in, and I still haven't opened this.
Get it.
Goyaki, thank you so much.
Thank you, Goyaki. Yerba mate. Get yourself a can.
See, instead of being like frosty how I like it, it's like getting out of that frosty stage. So I took too long.
Yeah. 6 minutes too long.
Yeah. 26 minutes.
26 minutes too long.
Make sure you go over to guayaki.com, get yourself some yerba mate in the yellow can.
Get yourself a can. Drink it. Slurp it.
Yeah.
Do it out of a straw if you wanted to. But I have a fellow friend, police officer, a local law enforcement that just so happens to play video games.
Okay.
And he found out about our podcast and reached out and said he'd love to do it. So this might have to be a Tuesday though, because apparently his nights of law enforcing is on Thursday nights, unfortunately. So if we ever have a Tuesday available, he says he would love to hop on and talk about video games.
What video games?
I guess he's an avid WoW player. So he played a lot of WoW, which is not in my realm of expertise.
Yeah.
But we haven't had a WoW player on the podcast yet. And he also plays a lot of shooter games. So of course, being in law enforcement.
There's a lot of closet WoW players.
I think so.
Back in the day, I think it was super big, and people like made fun of them, and they were nerdy.
Yes.
But it was super big that they still were like, yeah, I play WoW.
They stuck it out.
You know, now though, not many people just like sit there and they're like, hey, I play a World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
So it would be good to have someone like that, because then the fans. Oh, I totally forgot about something very important. But the fans would be super pumped on that.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty rad, especially because it's like, I think it's kind of cool that that law enforcement. It's always like, for example, I just want to say real quick, I love seeing TikToks of like law enforcement, like going to a skate park, for example, and saying, hey, let me do an acid drop real quick. You know, they grab the board.
They're normal humans.
They
just happen to be cops.
Yeah. But it's really cool because they have to be so professional in their rifle study. And then you see them kind of like, get out of that, professionalism for just a moment, just to show the kids like, hey, I'm human too, man. Like, just because I'm a cop doesn't mean we have to fight automatically.
Yeah.
Like and then the cops that play basketball and fucking ball up those guys on the streets. And I'm like, dude, this is so sick. So it's like a cool example to see police officers like just be like, hey, you want to play some video games? It'd be sick. I'm like, so it's just a cool little addition to.
We'll figure that one out and get him in the studio.
Yeah,
for sure.
Sick. He's gonna be stoked.
Yeah. Hey, so right now we're gonna go into a commercial break. We'll be right back.
What's going on, everybody? Pilot Hero here. Just want to give a quick shout out to our awesome sponsorship, Headshot Red Dot. Check them out, headshotreddot.com. One of the best gaming FPS devices you can use for gaming. Check them out, and we'll see you out there.
All right, welcome back to the show. Dude, I totally forgot we should have started with this, but there's a lot of stuff that's happened. So
let's hear it.
The podcast. So I want to say I'm very proud of the podcast. I got an email the other day, and I was just looking at it last night. Didn't really realize what it was. And it's this like blog page that does like rankings for podcasts and stuff like that. And the Gamer Boyz Podcast, actually, it's the top 90 gaming podcasts in the world.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And the Gamer Boyz are in there at number 62.
62. Fuck. Yeah. I mean, 69 would have been just funny. But, the lower the number, the better, obviously. Yeah. 62.
So I was actually, there's thousands of podcasts out there.
Yeah.
And then there's thousands of gaming podcasts out there. So to be in the top 100 of gaming podcasts. I'm super pumped and super proud of what we've been doing here.
I think that's awesome.
So it's only more motivation, and then hopefully we can move up in the ranks and be the top 50, top 20, top 10, obviously.
Agreed.
So,
Agreed.
and once again, this podcast is fully independent.
Yep.
So to not have a studio behind us, producing us, and all that kind of stuff, I think it's pretty impressive what we've been doing.
Yeah.
So it's actually really nice to see that. I think if you Google best gaming podcasts out there, best gaming podcast, it's like the third third website that comes up, and we're at number 62. So
that's fucking sick. Hey, I'll take it all day, every day.
I'll press the air button again. But yeah, that's super cool.
Hell yeah. And to all those other gaming podcasts that want to be just like us, fuck you.
I don't know what to say.
I just, being competitive and being my natural pilot spirit, all the other podcasts out there that are trying to be just like us, suck our ass.
Yeah. You know what? Out of the 62, I really doubt that there's a gaming podcast out there that's close to what we do.
Yeah, they don't do anything that we do.
They're more of the actual, like, let's get him death on Diablo franchise or Halo franchise. Yeah. Like stuff like that. Not like all around gaming and gaming culture and trends and just everything that's going on in the world type podcast like we do. So
Agreed. Yeah, I like to sometimes talk about the like environments and like the attention to detail to some games, but yeah, you got these nerds out here fucking talking about how the grass is greener than others, and I don't care.
I mean, it's cool, like, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. But you know, podcasts like us, we shit on you. So,
so I thought this was pretty interesting. KSI, the big YouTuber, and just basically content creator. Yeah, he came out and actually said how much he's made on TikTok, which was actually pretty impressive that someone does, because most people don't to do that. Yeah. But what's funny about it is like how, so he has 9 million followers on TikTok.
That's a lot.
Yeah. That's a ton. So, you know, 9 million followers, and he's posting videos. I don't think he posts, like, maybe he posts once a day. Yeah. Stuff like that. But, you know, so he has like a tremendous amount of likes on his videos, and that's kind of views and everything. Right. That's kind of how you get your money when you're monetized through TikTok. So with that being said, do you want to take a guess on how much money he's made?
What number are we looking at here? Like on a monthly basis?
Yeah,
in a month. I would assume, man, I don't know why. I'm just gonna say this number is probably ridiculous, but 88,000.
88,000.
Yeah, in a month.
So he actually makes 3,000 euros in a month. So that equals to $3,778.90 US money.
So about $4,000 a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking so fucking crazy.
I mean, most people would. And I think that's what's funny about this article. Yeah. Not funny, but just like informational. I don't know if that's a word, but just informative. Yeah. You know, that you would think TikTok being one of the most downloaded apps and most popular social media applications now that there is, that people would be just making a ton of money, but it's not like that. So he's making that. There's another creator that came out, said, I made TikTok creator fund since April of 2021 with over 25 million views at that time. And he said he's made estimated balance of $112 or 112 euros,
which is like, what is that, like $70?
Yeah,
but that's
no, it's actually more. The dollar's worth more than a euro.
Oh yeah. That's actually quite awful.
Yeah,
it's awful only because they have such a giant following.
Yeah,
it makes you wonder what's going on. Like,
so they might, like, my only like assumption is that they might not be making enough, or they don't have enough ad companies in there.
That's what I was gonna say.
You know,
so I think that's just solely creator fund.
Yeah,
no ads at all.
Yeah.
No sponsorships, nothing.
But
like
they
that.
need to get on that. Being, like I said, being one of the biggest.
Yeah.
You know, like YouTube, that's why they're so big, because they have all these ads, and that's how they make the most money. Like, you know, when you're monetizing everything, depending on the ad that shows up on your video.
That's true.
You know, so
because $4,000 a month is it's not impressive. I'm not gonna sit here and say that's impressive. You know, like,
well, and he talked about like some people like quit their jobs and focus solely on this, and that's why also you'll see like creators that make 10 videos wearing the same exact thing.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, what?
Just throughout the span of like maybe that week or something.
Well, that day, span of that day, because they're wearing the same exact outfit.
Yeah.
But they're making that content and putting it out because the more views they get, the better.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So if you only put out like we do, like 1-2 videos a week, you're not getting enough views. So the people that are really like
25 million views is a lot of views.
Yeah. But the people that are benefiting from or their careers based on TikTok, those guys are posting, 5, 6, 10 times a day. You know?
Do you think that includes sponsorships?
No. Well, no, that money was just straight.
That was creator fund.
Yeah. Sponsorships is different too, but not
wild.
Everyone gets sponsors. It depends on what kind of content you do.
Yeah. That is pretty wild though.
You know? For
KSI, that kind of blows my mind. Only because, for example, if you just Googled what does a normal content creator on TikTok make, they say 30,000. They say 30,000 in a month. That's like a norm, and I don't know why it says that. Don't get me wrong.
That's probably wrong because I consider him at 9 million followers.
I think he's a lot. He's got
that's
a lot
more
of
than normal.
followers. Yeah. And then the other guy that said he had like 25 million views. Or is that lifetime?
Since.
I mean, that's a fuck ton also. So like that's why I'm like 4,000, and you're hearing. Yeah, literally. You guys at home, because I Googled this not even 3 weeks ago, just to prove something to somebody, and it says on there that the average TikToker makes $30,000 to $40,000 in a monthly basis.
Nah, not from TikTok at least.
I mean, I mean, it says TikTok is what I'm saying.
That's wrong. Because average, like I'm saying, like average is probably like 500,000, 2 million around there. And we're talking about KSI with 9 million. But then there's also like the ones that are like in the higher, I don't know what Charlie has or whatever, if it's 100 million or 14, something. I don't know. I know that's a big difference, but maybe she's making a ton just off of that. But
I don't know. I've not, and like that's why it's so fishy on the wording, because it states on there the average TikToker. So like the average full-time TikToker is what it's saying that makes 30 to 40. And so I'm like, that's a fuck ton of money. And I'm trying to show like people like, hey, this is what you have the potential of making if you're fucking killing it. But if KSI's got fucking 7 million, however many million followers, and granted that doesn't explain how many views he gets. Sounds like other TikTokers are shitting on him.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
That's pretty wild.
He's killing it over on YouTube.
I was literally about to say, I was like, he's on YouTube though. He's got it good there. TikTok's like if you're already big on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok's like your side change.
It's like you need to get big on TikTok and all these smaller platforms, and then take advantage of that, and then move over to YouTube, because YouTube where all the money is. Yeah,
that's your career money right there.
Yeah,
I agree. So I don't know where those numbers come from, but if you guys want to just Google that, it's pretty wild. Blows my mind. Yeah, I don't know why it says that, but it surprisingly does.
Yeah. So Dr. Disrespect, he went on the Good show or YouTube channel.
Oh no shit!
Which is like a golfing
channel. I know
like
the channel.
So what was funny is they actually were filming him, but he wasn't. He was dressed normal. He had like a backwards hat, no hair. He I guess his mustache is real.
Okay.
But like his wig obviously is fake and everything. So he was just dressed as a normal person. Dude. So it looked kind of weird.
Yeah.
But that wasn't like the funny part about this, I don't think. But it was just kind of one of those rare times that you see Dr. Disrespect out of character.
Yeah. And he didn't act like a character, obviously.
No, yeah. Because you'll see him at basketball games. You'll see him at football games, anything like that. And I know a lot of times he gets called to go.
Yeah.
But he's in character.
Right.
So
For the most part.
Yeah, there's not many times where he's not in character in public, at least.
That's true.
So that was kind of funny. But then he came out with a video, or it was during his live stream. I think someone asked him about that, and he's like, "Oh yeah, the good." And then he starts talking, and he's like, "Man, those guys got it good, don't they?" He's like, "Can you imagine? Like those guys make golf content. You know how you make golf content? You go out and golf."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "So those guys basically make a living golfing with their friends." And I'm thinking here, I'm like, dude. You make a living playing video games with your friend.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You don't even have to leave your home.
Yeah. So you don't, and he wasn't like complaining about it.
No,
but he was just saying like, man, what a good life those guys have.
Terrible comparison.
And I'm like, you're probably not the one to talk.
Yeah.
You literally play video games.
If it costs them money to go golf.
Yeah.
Whereas you getting up in the morning and going into your next room, oh darn, have your cup of coffee and fucking play video games gives you money.
With your friends.
Yeah,
because you're just playing with Tim the Tap Man, whoever, and you're just talking, bullshitting, whatever.
What a time to say something so stupid.
Yeah, for him. And I know, like I said, he wasn't...
It's innocent.
Yeah, he wasn't complaining about it or nothing. But it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, the shoe fits on that one, dude. You do the same exact thing that those guys do.
Yeah.
You get paid to hang out with your friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Basically.
That's funny.
I thought that was pretty interesting.
I love it. I love the humor behind it, though.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. It was just a rich comment from him, coming from him. You know? It's like, dude.
I like that. Rich.
Yeah. So the NFL Rivals is a new blockchain and NFT video game coming next year. The National Football League has announced a partnership with Mythical Games to create what is believed to be the first official licensed blockchain video game. NFL Rivals lets players become general managers with the aim of assembling a winning team and competing against other GMs.
Shit.
NFL Rivals is a blockchain game that uses NFTs. Players can collect and trade NFTs for NFL players, though the list of players has not been announced yet. The game will be released on the Mythical platform in early 2023.
Nice.
And if you're not big into the whole NFT space and blockchain games, which I do not blame you guys whatsoever, I'll shit on them right now, but I don't think that this is going to be anything big.
Yeah.
It's going to come out. It might have little voices here and there, but it'll probably die down just as fast. So, but that's just my opinion. If you're into that kind of stuff, then, cool. And then obviously you're very excited for these type of games to come out. But if you're not, EA Sports will release the next Madden game later this year. So that should be cool.
Oh, damn.
And then actually 2K Sports is making a arcade NFL game. So
arcade style,
yeah.
Interesting.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if it's arcade style like for your consoles or an arcade actual like box.
Oh,
you know what I mean? That'd be dope. Like
an
arcade one,
an arcade box. Would be sick.
With like really good graphics.
Yeah,
good play. Like that would be kind of.
That would be lit.
That'd be a dope. What are they called? Cabinets. Yeah, so a dope cabinet to have.
That would be cool. Yeah, if it was like a arcade style video game on your PS5, it's like.
I mean, it could be cool depending on how good they make it.
Yeah,
and it's from 2K. So
I mean, NBA Jam would be a really hard game to beat as far as arcade style. Because like I played NBA Jam on my PS4, love it. I absolutely fucking love it. But it's hard as fuck.
Is that the old one? The old one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, NBA Jam. Fucking.
You seen the cabinets for that?
I haven't seen the cabinets, but they released a remastered version for the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
And that game was so much fun. It was cool, and that's arcade style. So if it's something along those lines, and I can see it working, it's just it's definitely a market.
Yeah,
a market.
So after years of waiting, Diablo Immortal is finally set to arrive on iOS, Android, and PC on June 2nd.
The mobile version?
Well, yeah, on PC as well. And then also, you just got to remember to enable cross progression via battle.net. So if you're into Diablo, you kind of know all this stuff already. But you go to battle.net, and you combine your accounts, I believe. So when you're playing on iOS or Android, and then you go to your PC, everything has been saved over to your PC.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Right?
Yeah.
So that should be cool, I guess.
Yeah. I like Diablo. I've never even heard of Diablo Immortal.
Yeah. God of War, Ragnarok. That's coming out. Oh, okay, I know what I'm talking about.
You killed it.
That is coming out.
No, yeah, you're right. I loved it.
Okay, so what happened is this guy on Twitter, Nibble or Nibel, says God of War Ragnarok has been rated by the Korean ratings board. So they were gonna come out with the game, and then it's been delayed, and then a lot of like the actual diehard fans are saying that it's actually not gonna come out till 2023, and then some people that work on the game actually came out and said no, it's gonna come out in 2022, but it's just there doesn't seem like it is, right? So when it starts getting rated by different companies or countries, that's when you know that it's actually on schedule and the progress is being made. So it has been rated by the Korean ratings board, and that's not the American one, but it's happened.
It's a good sign.
Yeah, it's happened quite a bit, like on Mafia 2, the definitive edition. Same thing happened where like it wasn't being rated by anyone else. It got rated by one place, but that's how.
But that's the sign.
Yeah, that's kind of how it starts rolling out, you know.
Okay.
So with that being said, they're saying that it's going to come out sometime later this year in 2022 and not 2023. So all you God of War fans, look forward to that.
That's why you guys tune in here. Just to hear the latest and greatest news. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell.
Yeah. And the like button. Moving over to Pokemon Go. I guess some people I actually saw quite a bit of articles about this. Some people are very adamant about boycotting Niantic and Pokemon Go. So they bumped up the prices on certain things.
So as a form of retaliation on Niantic's side, they said, we're bumping up the price.
No. They bumped up the prices and people are going to boycott them now because of that.
I see.
But specifically for the bundle of remote raid passes, I think we're 250 coins.
Okay.
For 3 of them.
Yeah. So
they now made them 50 coins more, so 300 coins for 3. So basically 100 coins per. You know.
Can you buy them single? I forget.
I think you can buy them single.
For 100?
Yeah. So that was kind of like a little deal you were getting, right?
Yeah.
So they that's in game now. So if you go in there and you're trying to get a remote raid pass, and you get the bundle, it's going to be 300 instead of the 250, right? And people are just pissed off, and I'm like, you know. So there was a tweet where this lady was saying like, I spent over $100 on raid passes to get a shiny Lapras and something else that was out. Yeah. And she did all those raids with $100 worth of coins and raid passes, and she never got a shiny. And it's like, well, that's part of the game. Like, you know.
Yeah, it was definitely up to her to pay for that.
Yeah.
Because as you and I obviously both know, you don't need to spend money to get shinies.
No. Or, yeah, you just have some patience and eventually they come.
Well, that's what I mean.
You know, yeah.
You know?
So the lady was pretty pissed off saying like, and now you guys are just cash cows, or we're cash cows to you guys, and now you guys are charging us more for this, which is only 50 coins more. But I understand that too. That's something that's not really like making me be like, I'm going to boycott them. I just kind of play like leisurely. Yeah. And at my own convenience. And if I buy stuff, I buy it. If I don't, I don't. Right. But a lot of the people are really diehard that are like, I have to have this, so I'm going to go pay for it as much as I can. And for example, there's 12-kilometer eggs. There's a new Pokemon in 12-kilometer eggs. Okay. Since it's been out, me and the wife have not been able to get it. But other people, what they did is go buy a bunch of radar passes to beat the leaders so they can get those eggs because they only come from those leaders, right? Right. and then buy a bunch of incubators. And they just do that in a cycle till they get that Pokemon.
Till they get the one they want.
And I'm like, I mean, I want it, but like, it's not the end of the world,
right?
You know,
right?
So it's
like you said, the way you play is a little more passive.
Yeah, it's a shame that people actually are just getting to that.
How
point.
do you feel like you stand now, from when you first started playing Pokemon Go to how it is now? Do you feel like they have become a form of cash cows?
Yeah, they definitely have. They've done a lot of things where like they make it very interesting, and you kind of have to buy those coin packages so you can buy certain things in game.
Yeah,
you know, to get those interesting things.
Do you feel that it's progressive? Like, do you think it's fair at this point? Like, do you find that with the times, you know, like how things are going? Like,
I think it's fine because I don't really spend that much money on it, you know, and the thing is like, they come out with a lot of cool events that you have to pay for those events or whatever.
In turn.
Yeah, but they also come out with the events through in between that are like free.
True.
You know, and they just kind of have to grind, but people don't want to grind.
Yeah.
And so they go the easier route, which is like buying stuff.
Yeah.
What do you want?
True. It's not a pay to win game though.
No.
If you think about it.
No,
I mean,
it's not at all. There's no winning.
Right. This you can get lucky and get one of the best Pokemon in your backyard.
Yeah.
Or you can go to an event and then that's you happen to find it. Yeah. So absolutely, I agree with you. So I was just curious. I wanted to see your opinion on how you felt about Pokemon.
Yeah, there's absolutely no winning. But Niantic has revealed the next location for Pokemon Go Fest 2022. The event's coming to Seattle, Washington, Friday, July 22nd through Sunday, July 24th. The event is a ticketed event. It's for $25 for the single day. And I believe you're only allowed to do one day. Oh. So, like, you can't buy to go to the actual location.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then that's how, like, they let it, there's a shitload of people there. So I'm sure, like, a lot of them play. So they would be like a sold out. Just too many people. So they break it up. Like, you could buy, like, a Friday pass, Saturday pass, Sunday pass.
But only one.
Whenever. For only one, yeah.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean you can't play the rest of the 3 days.
Yeah.
You know, you could play that at your house or another park, but for the actual physical location where Pokemon Go Fest is going to be, it's only for that one day that you're buying tickets. So
it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm glad that they're doing locations again. Fuck it.
Yeah. I know they're really pushing that right now. And then also they came out with the dates, not to Pokemon, but the dates for Community Day. And that's going to be Saturday, June 25th. Sunday, July 17th, and Saturday, August 13th. So make sure you put those on your calendar. And then later on, they're going to be coming out with the actual Pokemon that's related to that date for Community Day. Hopefully, they come out with something good.
Yeah.
Or else.
Jorge's going to write a letter.
You think that'll be enough?
I think so.
So a possible Fortnite Season 3 Battle Pass. The leaks came out, and it could be possibly Indiana Jones and Darth Vader.
Oh, and yeah, I'm not big. I mean, I like Indiana Jones. I'm not fucking, jizzing my pants. But Vader's sick. Fuck yeah. Down for Vader.
Vader is like kind of like, it's taking so long. There's been the stormtroopers, the lightsabers.
It's expected
in the game. Yeah, that one's not really like, oh wow.
No,
but Indiana Jones to me is like kind of like, oh, that's different. That's cool. So it looks cool. Post a photo of it. But yeah, I mean, out of those two, I probably would get the Indiana Jones if I was going to, but probably not.
I definitely would pick up Vader.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's sick.
Yeah, it might actually be pretty cool. And then speaking of Fortnite, Pac-Man crossover with Fortnite has been announced.
What?
So Fortnite latest crossover has been announced as none other than Pac-Man. The announcement was posted on the Japanese Pac-Man website, confirms that the collab is going to happen, and it will begin on June 2nd. So I don't know. They don't show no photos or nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what that entails.
But I don't know, like, you can be Pac-Man as a character, or they're just going to, like, collab as in, like, a glider. as Pac-Man.
True.
You know, like whatever, like stuff like that, like emotes and stuff. So I don't know if that's what they are saying with that one, but
well, I'll tell you this: if I saw a fucking running yellow circle, I'm gonna find you quick and fucking shoot you. It's gonna be very easy to kill you.
Yeah.
And but I've been playing a lot of Fortnite with my kid lately, and it's been a lot of fun. So if it is Pac-Man and he looks dope, like all retro and shit, I might get him myself.
Yeah, that'd be dope. So June 2nd is gonna come out, so make sure you check out be on the game for June 2nd to see exactly what this collab means.
Hell yeah. Check it out.
So with that is the end of the show. I feel like this show just went by super fast.
Yep. Well, I mean, you party hardy, and this is what happens, dude.
Yeah.
Time flies, and fucking pussies get wet.
Yeah.
That's
I was wondering,
yeah.
You're doing that, so I knew something was coming.
Yeah. It was brewing. That's for sure. That's for sure. Man, I had something very personal to say. Not you specifically, of like the world. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna say it. I had a conversation at work.
This is your podcast.
I had a conversation at work about, this is a closer. This is my closer. About how every couple has a tell, you know, with their individual other, about like your tell about, hey, I'm ready to fuck. You know, I want to get down and nasty, but you don't say it. You know, you don't say it. And everyone's got a code. And just so you guys know, one of my funny codes is, hey, we putting the kids in the bathtub. You know, that's my code, because the kids will play in the bathtub. We leave them alone. Luckily, we're smart enough to put the bathtub hella low, so there's no way no one's fucking drowning in that bitch.
Okay.
You know,
that's gonna be my question.
Yeah, and they don't care. They don't care that it's low water. We crack the door for them so that if they need anything, they'll scream it out. And that's that. You know, that's the end of that. You know, cheeks be clapping. That's it. But I was then informed that I guess this is the thing. You know, a lot of people have a tell. I won't say any names specifically, but someone told me that they say something like, "Hey, are you putting the dog in its kennel?" It's like, I'm like, holy shit, I have one of those. And then like somebody else said a similar thing about doing the laundry. It's like, hey, you need help doing the laundry? It's like, it's a tell. Everyone's got a tell. Oh, and somebody wears a specific shirt. Like it's a specific long shirt. And that's when you say, you know, how you like my shirt? That's literally like code for, I'm about to suck your dick off. You know, it's something insane like that. But the fact is I guess everybody's got a code. You don't have to say yours, because I mean, we are in your home, we respect that. But I just thought it'd be funny to mention that apparently this is a thing. People have codes, and sometimes people don't even notice it. Yeah, like they do it just because it's a passive thing. They don't even, it's mindless or aimless or whatever word I'm trying to look for. That you do it and you don't realize it, and it's a code that you just develop in your lifetime. So I wanted to kind of let you guys know the code is out there. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys did enjoy the show. If you guys have a code, let us know in the comments section, and hit us up on all our socials. We got Gamer Boyz all up the wong. You know, you just look us up. You can Google us, because we're there. Apparently we're 62th place. Yeah. 62nd place. Check us out on all our socials. Gamer Boyz on everything. Google us. We missed you guys. And please, game on.
Game on.